Mr. Edwards! Oh,
My boy!
just look at this thing. I feel like a right Charlie in this uniform.
You look well, my boy! Now that you're a yeoman warder in charge of the menagerie, you're entitled to wear a beefeater's uniform. It's a uniform to be proud of.
I'm not very proud of my job, though. I love animals, but this lot are so mangy, and it can't be good for them in such cramped cages. But with no bakehouse to work in anymore, I guess there's nothing else for it.
Now, my boy, I hope you've been polishing up your tower history.
History?
Well, yes. Of course, you'll be leading parties of visitors like these very good people around this ancient stronghold. You'll need to tell them all the facts.
The facts about what?
About all the men and women who've been imprisoned and beheaded here.
I don't know any of them.
Then I'd better start teaching you. This chunk of wood has many bloody tales to tell. A villain's road to heaven or to hell. Though some may claim 'tis true, they're as innocent as you. The clock on Peter's church still sounds their knell. So listen to the stories that are told of some of England's victims in those long-lost days of old. Now, my boy, just to show you're still with me, you're going to help me with the chorus.
Of course.
So it's chop, 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 at the sound of the clock. Another traitor's head on the old tower block.
Right. Okay, so it's chop up the clock.
No. So it's chop, 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 at the sound of the clock.
Oh, okay.
Another traitor's head on the old tower block.
Right, got it. Another blockhead up the tower.
That's no good. Why, these good people can do it better than that.
Well, that's quite a good idea, Mr. Edwards. Will you sing it with me, ladies and gentlemen?
Will you?
Sorry, that's an earwax thing. Will you sing it with me, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, you can do better than that. Please. I really need this job to go well, otherwise I'm on the street. So will you sing it with me, ladies and gentlemen? Right, so Mr. Edwards will teach us the chorus after 3. 1, 2, 3.
So it's chop, 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 at the sound of the clock. Another traitor's head on the old tower block.
Not bad. I think you can do it better though, can't you? Nice and loud now. I want the whole tower to hear us, okay? After 3. 1, 2, 3.
So it's chop, 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 at the sound of the clock. Another traitor's head on the old tower block. Very good,
Beautiful. Not bad. Okay, Mr. Edwards. Who else got the chop?
Take Anne Boleyn, the second wife of Henry. She caught his eye and soon became his queen. She then produced a daughter, though a son is what she ought to have produced. There was an awful scene. Then she started getting flirty with the courtiers, imagining a queen could do no wrong. She should have thought about that before. Henry had just observed Jane Seymour, so Anne didn't last as queen for very long.
Ready? So it's chop, 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 at the sound of the clock. Another traitor's head on the old tower block.
Take Edward VI, a sickly youth lay dying. Earl Warwick, his protector, he did say, your cousin, a successor I must choose, someone who can't refuse. Your cousin once removed Lady Jane Grey. Then along came Edward's sister, Bloody Mary, who threw poor Lady Jane into the tower. First her husband was led off, then they chopped poor Jane Grey's head off. So her 9 short days as queen turned very sour.
Ready? So it's chop, 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 at the sound of the clock. Another traitor's head on the old tower block. Beautiful! It's like a professional choir. Hands up, professionals in the audience. Come on. I knew he was. Brilliant voice. Oh no. Come on. Can't ignore her. But I wish we could sometimes. You want to get the wrong side of her, I can tell you. Come on, Tommy.
That's right, up you come. Don't be shy, I don't bite. Not much. How dare you? Now, Dick, you look a mighty fine sight indeed. If only your poor dead mother could see you now. Oh, and anyway, you see this ring? Your mother gave it to me before she died to give to you on your wedding day. Yes. But at the speed you work, we'll all be dead and gone by then, so you'd better have it now.
Oh, well, thank you, Auntie. Thank you. And it's so lovely and shiny, look. And it's my mother's.
Yes, now just you see that you look after it and keep yourself nice and clean and tidy.
Well, leave off, Auntie. I've got to go and see the animals.
And I go to Leadenhall Market to get a brace of pheasants for my gentry's breakfast. Now, Mr. Edwards, that the gentry have some very peculiar eating habits.
It's my opinion that the Lord Lieutenant is mighty lucky to have you as his housekeeper.
Then you stay well, you dreary bird. I know what you're after, but there'll be no more rhubarb crumble until next Wednesday.
He's lonely. That's the trouble. Still the only raven in the tower, and no one's found him a mate yet. You'll have to find one on your own, Jupak.
Never say that. If the ravens ever leave the tower...
Yes, the stake will fall to the invaders. We know. No. Down, boy. I know how much you like bright, shiny objects, but you can't have my mother's ring.
He nearly got one of the crown jewels yesterday. No, I was polishing my Auburn scepter when he crept up behind me, stuck his head in the cupboard, and made off with the anointing spoon. Spoon?
Oh! Well, you know, Mr. Edwards should take care. That could have been a real thief, and he was there, all alone. He needs someone to share his great responsibility. I am going to put him on my list, yes. That's what I'm going to do.
I really don't think you'll like that. Come on, Jupecker. Let's go and water the camel.
Did you hear that, Mr. Edwards? Mr. Edwards? Did anybody see where Mr. Edwards went? He went that way. Well done to you. I bet you're a brownie. That's very clever. Right. I bet he's gone to St. Martin's Tower to polish his Auburn scepter. Right. Now you come and follow me. Thank you. I'm glad you got it. Right. You can hold my hand. You can hold my hand. You've got a very big camera in your hand. Right. Come along then, everyone. I'd like you to have. You're a very trendy young man, aren't you? That's right, everyone. Keep coming this way. Even you slowcokes at the back. Hello. We're going up this way. Where are we going? Martin's Tower. Oh, here we go. That's right. If you just make your way up there towards the jewel shop. That's it. Make a nice orderly queue. Make a line. That's right. Far back. This one is the front. Mr. Edwards. Hello, darling. Now, I brought you a little offering.
My dear lady, not one of your famous Bakewell tarts.
Yes, the very thing. It's a little foretaste of what could be, if you would be.
Could be? Would be? I'm afraid I don't follow you.
Two old people left alone. No one to talk to. No one to care for them. No friendly face across the fire on a cold, wintry night.
True.
But I care, Mr. Edwards. I have a great capacity for caring, Mr. Edwards. All but I am going to care for you.
Oh, dear. Dear Dame Farrell.
Oh, no. You may call me Letitia. You are going to need looking after.
Not really.
Yes. And I am the woman for it.
Oh, bless you, my child. Bless you, madam. God bless you all in this house.
God be with you all. Are you the new incumbent?
No, I'm not selling any cucumbers in the no.
I said incumbent.
Oh.
The new rector of St. Peter's Advincula.
Advincula, did he? Sounds very painful. No, I'm not actually from this parish.
Can we offer you some refreshment?
Oh, yes, thank you.
No. I think your companion will perhaps... Oh, is he not well?
He's speechless. He's from the silent order.
Oh, look at the time! I must check on the Lord Lieutenant Dumpling.
Dumpling!
Your Reverence, what can we do to help?
We are collecting the victims of the great fire in the city. Many of them are still homeless and living in great distress. Perhaps you have some spare clothes at the back of your closet.
Many of our friends are in a like situation. Wait here, I will see what I can find.
Oh, bless you.
Gracious of you.
Right, we need to find the cupboard with jewels in.
Right, what would it look like?
Have you seen a cupboard with jewels in anywhere? No. Where's Miss Madam? Oh, there, she's a genius. God bless her. There we go. Right, here we are. Right. Have you got the key?
I don't have the key.
Oh, well, use the crucifix. All right.
It doesn't work.
Well, break the lock with a rope.
Oh, right. Here, take this.
Thank you. Right. Pull it over.
Put it round the bar.
Right, ready? And pull! Pull harder. Oh, it's no good. Let's get an old man to open it on some pretext on our next visit.
But how do we explain the fact that the bar is bent when he comes back?
We could say that burglars broke in and we fought them off.
Well, maybe they did. What do you mean? Drew Pecker broke in. He has a passion for bright, shiny objects, so he should be the thief.
Charlie, you're a genius. You'll have another estate time.
Oh, thank you.
Did you hear that, bird? When the keeper comes back and finds out what you've done, you'll be dragged before the Lord Lieutenant of the Tower and then thrown in the deepest, darkest dungeon with all the rats and the filth, and there'll be no more rhubarb crumble for you, so you'll slowly and painfully starve to death. Now it's lower. Such a Wally. Now, if you know what's good for you, you'll be off and out of here before they catch you. Shoot! 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 Position! Position!
Belonging to my lady wife.
Oh!
They belong to my lady wife.
Help!
Whatever has befallen you?
We've been the victims of a vicious attack. Yeah, a great black bird with a flaming eye and a fearsome beak. It just floored us with one stroke. And then oh dear. And then hold it, you'll cupboard yonder. The food cupboard, no doubt.
No food cupboard, sir.
Really?
But with this repository of the crown jewels themselves.
Oh, sorry. Look, the bird! The bird's that one feathers.
Feathers! So, I recognize that trademark. Drew Pecker and no other. He must have gone wild for the bright jewels. Forgive me, gentlemen, but I must report this to the Lord Lieutenant. That bird must be clapped in irons. That raven must be restrained.
Find the raven! Find the raven!
Sound the alarm. Send for the Lord Lieutenant. Call out the watch.
Mr. Edward! Mr. Edward! Come quickly! The raven's gone potty! Do you know he just knocked me over?
Catch him. He got feet. A treasonous thief.
Will you keep your noise down? The Lord Lieutenant has just got up for his afternoon nap.
Well, he'll just have to come down again. We have a miscreant in our midst. Come along, everyone. Catch that raven.
And look! There he is! Over by the tower! He's running along the battlements. He's flapping his wings in the wind! He's taking off! He's airborne! Oh, the raven has left the tower!
I'm going to be at the mercy of those beastly suits.
What do we do now?
What will the Lord Lieutenant say? What will the King say?
That raven must be found! The Tower of London will regret this day.
Regret this day. The last remaining raven's flown away.
Blown away.
Knows he's in disgrace, but the jail he couldn't